stream. And it's the 3rd of Advent, so I thought I was gonna start with lighting the candles and hope the phone won't be burnt. 1, 2, and 3. So do you light candles on Advent? Yesterday I did bake saffron buns, and today we did gingerbread cookies. So we had a really lovely fika. It's a Swedish word for when you drink something like glögg, mulled wine. Today with this buns with saffron and the gingerbread cookies, but it can also be like coffee or tea, but mostly coffee here in Sweden, and something sweet to it. So I don't think I will dare to have the lights lit on when I start color, because when I color it's a bit chaotic. So I will bring in the less cozy light. For today's stream, where I'm gonna color this illustration. It's still 1 year in miniature by Tiny Sun Shells by Agota Pop, Coloring Heaven collection earlier this year. And we have some interesting I found some vanilla hair and body mist. I just sprayed some on me for getting in some even more cozy feeling. Let me see. Yeah, we have some interesting challenges left. Let's see. Just black and gray today. Oh, not my favorites, Kat. You know I like colors. So this is actually quite a big challenge for me. Let's see. Where are my pencils? I think I'll start with the polychromos because they do have a lot of grays and a good black. I might bring in some Prismacolors because they also have some of my favorites. As you remember, maybe from yesterday's stream, if you watched that, the 90% cool gray. And here is Polychromos Payne's gray. Yes, I know. It was less colors yesterday as well, so now I had 2 really challenging challenges next to each other. Let's see. No, the rest is color. Okay. I'm not very good at this. I have no idea. I had forgotten all about this challenge, so I haven't prepared myself for this at all. I think it's hard to separate all the browns, the gray from each other. No, you're right. It's okay. The motif is okay. Oops. And I mean, it will be a challenge. I was actually working on this. I went back to this page in Johanna's Christmas today. Good morning. It was I added the pink and the purple and the brownish here. And I have been working on a lot of pages simultaneously today. I also started this, or I had started the owl and the girl and this, but now I started the background. And when I waited for this to dry, I started this with just one um, one Neocolor 2. So now it's dry, so later I can go back to those. But now it's this, and I'm procrastinating. Maybe you notice. If I talk long enough, I don't have to take the decisions on what to start with because. Okay, actually, I think I'll go. I switch set from the Polychromos to my Prismacolors because I do feel more at home with those. I have used them a lot more. Okay, sorry. I don't even know. Did you see this house before, or was it off camera? Because that's the one we're coloring today. Well. I'm more familiar with the cool grays than the warm grays. Okay, I'm gonna need to catch the eraser on. I always call it eraser. Sharpener. Sorry, maybe I shouldn't have put it directly under the phone. So for most sound. Okay, so this is actually the warm gray. I'm gonna start with a very light layer. Or maybe not a light layer, but a light color. And using warm colors here for now. So my plan is warm gray-ish on the house and more cold for the snow on the roof. But we'll see. Maybe everything will just look the same in the end. This is strange. Oh, good morning, Shannon. Lovely to have you here a moment before you're going to church. So, Kat, today's weather report is rather depressing because now it's warm again, and I can definitely hear the snow melting and like rain falling from the roof because now it's melts away, and it has also been raining a bit today. Yeah, I know. I haven't been outside because I have been in bed reading and coloring simultaneously 4 different coloring pages and just ignored the misery outside. And then I made some gingerbread cookies, and we had some mulled wine, glögg in Swedish, and some saffron bunnies, and yeah, try to stay inside and have it cozy. Oh, how I wish I understood the American way of saying degrees. I have no idea what 60 degrees is because it can't be. I mean, it's Fahrenheit yeah, Fahrenheit. Do you have? We have Celsius and you have Fahrenheit. I have never learned. I mean, 60 degrees Celsius, that is so hot that you would. Ah, thank you. 15 degrees. That makes sense for me. Thank you. Sorry. I think it's interesting that we have like different. You have Fahrenheit, we have Celsius, and also we have like kilometers, and you have miles. 19 is, okay, -7. Thank you for helping me out. Actually, I don't think this is a black. I think this is a blue, so I will take that away. So I will do a little bit more with this. And then I will go to to what? What are you gonna say? Yeah, I do have the slate gray too. I will try to sharpen it. That's true, Kate. It is a really big difference between those temperatures in just one day. This is the slate gray Prisma. So a bit of slate gray. Can you even see? Gonna zoom in a little bit more. And now what? Do, do, do. What is this? This is 70%. I want to bring out my all of my warm grays, almost all the warm grays from the Prisma. This is 50% warm gray. But I think I will sharpen it. I had never heard that expression before. Snow shower. So after this page, it will be printed illustrations, because this is the last page in the magazine. Something like that. And then some cool gray. Maybe I'll start slow. And by slow, I mean light. This is the 20% cool gray. And here. For some reason, I started to think about the house Frankenstein's monster comes upon when he meets a blind man. Maybe he lives here. And let's see. I'm bringing a bit cold gray here as well. But I start light, so I'll see what I do. So I have time to change it if it doesn't look as I'm planning. And I will bring in some extra white with a Posca pen after for more snowish feeling. And then I'm gonna do this black lines white also with Posca pen later. And a bit here and here. And then I bring in some black for the handle, the doorknob. Now what? That was warm gray, 70%. Okay, let's do that. Oops. I don't really have a plan. I'll just color and hope for the best. And a bit here and on top of this. And oops, it was really, I pressed really hard, so that was not intentional. It got very dark. It wasn't planned like that, but okay, let's do the same here. And And the door, what should I do with the door? Actually, I think I will bring in the Posca already, just to see how it will look when I take the lines away for like more snowy feeling. I think I have to do one more layer because it was quite translucent, but I have to wait a bit for this to dry, otherwise I'm just scraping off the first layer. Okay, let's see, maybe the what, maybe I do this heart also with the Prismacolor slate gray. And we have a heart up here. I'll do it also slate gray, and I will try to erase a little bit of the dark above it. Now I want some colder grays, and I'm gonna sharpen this as well. The 70%. What was my plan? My plan was to do something on the door. So far it mostly looked like a prison. But I hope it will look less like a prison soon. And let's see. I actually will go for my favorite. Where are you? The little Grisfond Freud. I don't know. Is that French? Maybe it's French, but not when I'm saying it, because then it just sounds strange, because I don't know how to pronounce French at all. So the 90% cold gray I'm adding in on these lines. And then some lighter cold gray. Let's start with the 20%. And then go a bit darker, like 70%. I will add a bit of around this heart and a bit on the, oh, that was a lot of color, not just a little. And what for the rest? I think I will do pretty much the same here. 70% cool gray. Like copying the door. and 90% cool gray. And lurking, listening, and getting coffee. Wonderful, Mona. That sounds lovely. And cool gray again. 20% first. And then some darker. This is the 70%. And back to the warm gray, the 30% this was. And now I have realized that I have a really hard time to see a picture before I have started to get color on top of it. When it's just white and white lines and no black lines on the paper, I can't process it. So when I have started to add color, then, or in this case, I mean, yeah, I guess gray is a color. That's why I like to do a quick base layer on all elements. Then I can start to imagine it, and then I keep doing what I have started, or I try to change it if it looks terrible. I guess that some people do this in advance. They do a sketch, maybe in some digital tool, but I do it live. And I guess some people just see it in their minds, but I think that's difficult for me. Okay, let's see, 20%. Cool gray. And now I will try the Posca again, and I take both, as I still haven't put away the bad one. Okay, that is the bad. Now I'm gonna put it on the floor, so I remember that is the bad one. Maybe it's time now to throw it away. I think I have talked very highly of the Artix acrylic markers. These ones that I have been using quite a lot earlier in this advent calendar, and I do like them a lot because you don't have to shake them at all, and they have a great variety of colors, and the brush nib I like. But I have realized that some of them have already started drying, and you can't shake them to fresh them up like with Posca. So, and I haven't used them super much, but I bought them last year to Christmas, I think, so they are quite old. I mean, but I have my Posca are much older, most of them, and they still work even if I haven't used them for a long time. When I shake them well and press the nib up and down, they usually start to work again. So I think these Arctics are not as good quality, of course. They are much cheaper, but they are easier and quicker. Okay, now I have to take some decisions about the leaves here. I think I'll actually go for the the cool warm gray for these two, even if the halves also are warm gray. I think it will look more good. I think that in that way the baubles or the ornaments will stand out more, as they are cold gray and what is name again? Slate gray. Okay, something inside. How to do light without light. Okay, I'll start with some cool grays, 20%. And here. Well, I must say it's really fun with all these different challenges, because I definitely have to try new ways of coloring. So that is cool. My plan is that if I take away the white on the these around the windows, then it will look whiter and more crisp from the inside the windows. But I think I will not just have them white. I will start with 10% warm gray and see how that looks. Just a bit around the edges of the windows. That's true, French gray. I had forgot about the French grays, the ones I used the least. French gray. I will definitely do that in a moment, I think. Now I will. Come here, little adorable French gray. 70% French gray. Let's start that to see how it will look. I will use it for the leaves. That was one of my biggest questions when I started to color first years. It was, why on earth do they have so many grays in the sets? And why do they have a white pencil? Because it didn't give any color. And then I'm talking about the whites in sets for children, like the Faber-Castell Classics or the later the polychromos. I mean, they give very little color. And I didn't know that you could blend with it. I didn't know what blending was in the beginning. So I couldn't understand why they have always had a white, because when I was coloring on a white, of course it wouldn't show up. So I didn't understand that, and I didn't understand who on earth would need so many different shades of gray. Great idea, a gray green. I don't know. Are there a gray green? Well, gray, yeah, gray, yeah, they actually have one. Yeah, I'm nice to hear that, Kate, that you also felt the same. Yeah, I thought it was so pointless. Why are they having a white in the set instead of another great color? I thought it was pointless. So this is actually a green, a gray-green light, is this called? It's super light. So I'm not sure how much it will actually show up. Gray-green. Yeah, but it took me a long time, even since I had started to color to actually understand the meaning of the white. It was when I started to be on Instagram, I think, and saw other people's using them. And maybe it was not until I started to use whites, more soft whites like the Luminance and the Prismacolor. I mean, they do more, as they actually lighten the things a lot more than Polychromos and hard pencils does. So yes, this was, I'm not sure you can see the green, but it's a little bit green. I wonder if any of the other sets have some green, gray, maybe where are you? Maybe the Luminance, but it is Huller and Buller. I mean, it's not in an order. So, oh no, now I remember how strange names they have. So I'm just gonna give it a quick look and see if something's hopping out. No. Silver gray. They have a silver gray. I guess it's similar to the cool grays. And they have a French gray 10%. And what is this? Steel gray. I don't know why I take them out. I think they are quite similar to the ones I'm already using, but hey. Why not take everything out? And enhance the mess. And what is this? Middle Verdigris. And this is Payne's Gray. Okay, no, green. Okay, so the Payne's Gray. I'm gonna see how this Payne's Gray looks compared to the Polychromos Payne's Gray. Payne's Gray, Payne's Gray. Okay, I will do it on this page. So we have the Payne's Gray Polychromos. And we have the Payne's Gray Luminance. So the Luminance is darker and more, it has a lot more blues in it, I think. It looks more blue. And what was this? Silver gray. Yes, a very light, cool gray. So, how to use that knowledge? I think I will do this thing. Chimney. Payne's Gray. And I will use a bit of it down here. And down here. And under these snow. And maybe ooh, super dark. And then I will go for a cold gray, 70%. And let's see. What do I want? I will do some like to draw a bit. What is the name of this? These things that trees have? Branches, maybe. But is that the word also when it's a needle tree? Is it having branches? And let's see the snow. I will put on some snow and see how it looks. It is not very good. I think this is starting to run out as well. Yes. Irritating. As much as I love my Posca, I also kind of hate them. And I also have problem with my gel pens. I don't think they ever work very well. I think this must be one for the floor. I actually brought up the pen from the floor, my Posca. I thought maybe it would work. Okay, here I see another Posca. Is this a new one? Yes, I have a new one, but do you have time for like 3 minutes of that? No, we don't. Okay, this is a new. When I ordered the new white Posca pen, I also bought a Sig Fou de Biore pigment. They are more like a milky, see-through consistence. But sometimes that's exactly what you want, and I think maybe this could work. Maybe with some layers, more layers after. But it's not at all, no. It just worked when it was on top of the Posca. Sometimes it's good for some like almost foggy highlights. Okay. No. Now all my Posca is bad. Except for the ones. You like it? Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. Okay, we'll try some of the Arctics. They are not at all as opaque either. No, this is the one that I haven't used that much, but it has started to dry out. I think the white one. Yes. It's just the Posca that can handle my demands. So maybe I have to, after the stream, go in with some of that. Because I can't really see where on the top, where the snow should be. But if I do the snow down here, and we have some of this. And we do it also here. So then I can have a shaking party after the stream and go in with some Posca and do some more snowy details. And I mean, after I have done that, then I should have a good Posca again for some weeks. No. My plan was to leave it white up there, but okay. The Posca will have to help. The white back. And if I had a better plan, I could actually have just left the whites totally white. I have done that a little bit, but still, I want to cover the lines. Hello, Yvonne. Yes, today it's grays and blacks. A real challenge for me who loves colors. This is 70% warm gray. Oh no, that was too dark maybe. So, well, I do it black now, which is even darker, but at least then maybe it will stand out more next to the brownish color of the French gray. A bit of black. And maybe here. And where do I want more black? Maybe here. And I don't know, but maybe like a light layer of black on top of the house to make the windows stand out more, the windows. Oh, it's so depressing to hear the melting sound of the snow from outside. It sounds like it's spring. Okay, and now I will use the 70% cool gray again. For shadows on the snow. And as I said, I will shake the Posca and do some Posca layering, bring in more snow and erase some lines after the stream. Okay, let's see. My plan was to do the house warm gray, and now I'm making it more cool gray. As I said, I don't have a really good plan. I'm just changing during the way. And back to the 70% gray, cool gray. And as I said, I will erase these black lines after with the Posca. And I would like what is this? It's the silver gray. I can use that. Silver gray luminance to graying down the snow. So the few details that are still white will look lighter. And maybe some more, blending this 70% cool gray with this silver luminance. And I can also blend it on the small bubbles. How do you say in German? Weihnachtskohlen? Kohlen? Or maybe something different. It was okay. It was something totally different. Christbaumkugeln. Okay, let's see. Okay, something red is down here. I don't know if it already was there below and I didn't see it until now, or if I have smudged anything. And okay, what do I want more? I would like to darken this. I think it's the 70% cool gray. Yes. And I will use some of the, what is this? Slate gray. This is not the Prisma slate gray, this is the luminance slate gray. I think they look quite different. I will show you. This is the slate gray Prisma. Oh, you tried to learn Swedish with Duolingo. Is that hard? So they are quite different. I tried to learn German for like 6 years, I think, at school. But as I don't use it, I haven't used it since school, and I thought it was really difficult. I don't understand much of it anymore, sadly. Wow! 1 lesson a day, that's super impressive. Wow! Wow! Så då kan jag prata svenska med dig, förstår du det här? What I said was, so then I can speak Swedish with you. Do you understand this? Ah, no, that's true. That's true. But you have to translate it first to English. And that isn't always so easy when it's not your first language. Language, as you can hear when I try to stumble around with the English. And what to do more? Yes, some more on this. This is some cool gray, steel gray, is it called? Luminance. Ah, I need to talk. Of course, I realized I spoke too fast. So I'm gonna say, hello, Kate. How are you today? Hej, Kate. Hur mår du idag? I don't think the Swedish language is very beautiful, so I'm not sure why you want to learn it. And I mean, it's not very many in the world speaking it, but it's very, very nice to hear. Oh, you understand! Du förstod! Kul! Lovely! Now I'm trying to doing the branches or whatever it's called, a little less obvious, kind of making them look more not in focus. And then I will go in with the Posca, as I said, after. Oh, you're sick. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you will get well soon. And I will say it in Swedish. Jag är sjuk. That means I am sick. And then that you have a cold. Or I'm going to say it like have a cold. Jag är förkyld. I have a cold. Then you need some rest. Okay, let's see. This is the steel gray again. Yes. The Posca will come on top of it. And maybe I will do some French grays on this path. And a little bit more French gray also to the house to give it a little bit more warmth. After I blackened it, did some black shadows on top of it. But then maybe my idea of doing the leaves in French gray makes less sense as they now melt into the background. I mean the house color when it's almost the same. I know that is strange in Swedish that you spell it completely different from how you say it. Maybe I should have done the leaves more gray instead. I will. I mean they are gray. I mean a more cold gray. I'm gonna go for the Payne's gray. Even if they then kind of look exactly like the bubbles, the ornaments. Julkulor, as we says in Swedish. I have to Google up why we call it jul. I mean, like, I know in Finnish it's joulu. But it's, I mean, we have a lot of lending words from both German and English. Mostly those two languages. And none of you have that in your languages, the jul. I mean, Christmas, then you can hear that it's for Christ, and Weihnacht, that is totally different. Okay, I don't think. I'm gonna do a little bit more shading on the snow. Mostly because my hope is that if I darken the snow, the windows, that I will get a lighter part, like if the windows had some light and is shining on the snow. And here as well. And then we'll see how it looks after the shake party, the Posca party I will have after this stream. Well, I will add some Posca details and then I will post it on Instagram so you can. So Anja, I don't think Anja have been here, so she can see the challenge. And Lovella, who's both are doing the same challenges. As long as it's not the coloring with big gloves, because then Anja will not do it, she has said. And steel gray again. Do some blending. And I hope it will look good after I add. Okay, I haven't used much black on this. Should I have a little black somewhere? Maybe here, here. And give some, I hope it will look like they are behind. Yeah, what do you think? What do you think? maybe maybe I should darken these up a little bit more. Or maybe, baby. Maybe a little bit of black underneath the trees. So, what do you think? Now I don't have any. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do a soft pastel background before I leave, and then after I will bring in snow with my fresh Posca, freshly shaken Posca, shaken, not stirred. Okay, let's see. Where do I have the soft pastels? Where did I hide them after my accident? I'm not sure, so maybe I'll use something else. Quick. Sorry, Fancy. I will see if I have any light grays Neo color, but I'm not sure I have that. What is this? I just have metallics in gray. No. Okay. Here. No, that was not my soft pastels. Okay, where have I hidden them? Okay, I'm gonna go to another room and just see if I have them there. I'll be soon back. Inte riktigt klar. Kommer strax. No, I couldn't find them. So okay, I'm gonna do a quick watercolor background. I think. I'm gonna see how this. Okay, it's very. Let's see. No. Yes. Yes and or no. No. Okay. Sorry, I'm totally out of focus. Oh, I mean, you couldn't even see anything of that. I'm not sure you can even see it. It's just a gray with a lot of water. And I mean, it's nothing behind this picture, so it doesn't matter if I kind of mess up the paper. Okay, it's a little bit gray at least. And I think I'll leave it like this. So I will post this in around maybe 5 minutes when I have my shaken Posca and I have done the snowy details and like highlights on the make the highlights more visible on the bubbles. Thank you, Mona. You are so kind. I think it looks actually better than I thought it would do. Maybe I could darken up these These things around the windows, so they were more standing out. Or I mean, helping the illusion of the windows having light. Hello, Lisa, and thank you for being here, and you're welcome. So tomorrow it will be another challenge. I have no idea which one. We have some interesting ones left. The ones I recall are the just warm colors, just cold colors, color with the opposite, the non-dominant hand, and of course my favorite, coloring with really big gloves on. And I think we also have the use just water mediums and use just cross hatching. Those are the ones I can come to think of. Maybe some more as well. Yes, this was nice. I always, before the streams, feel like, oh, when I'm gonna stream today, when will I find the time? Feel a bit stressed, but then when I actually do it, it's just always so cozy to hang around with you and do some challenges. So it's totally worth it. Well. I'm gonna leave it like this. Maybe see you tomorrow, and have a wonderful Saturday. Goodbye.